Tonight on The Roast, credit cards to become PIN only, and Kevin Rudd chooses a present for the royal baby. But first, federal opposition leader Tony Abbott says that if Kevin Rudd is serious about moving asylum seekers to Papua New Guinea, he should implement the plan within the next 24 hours. Because remember, a shit plan today is better than a perfectly shit plan tomorrow. And so Mr. Abbott said, if Mr. Rudd wants to make a bit of difference, he's got to have a bit of will. He's got to show a bit of steel. That's right, Kevin, become our man of steel. Smelt some iron, find some carbon, cast them together, and then make people live in your steel. I've no idea what that means, but I do know it is some brutal opposition work. Get the job done now. It reminds me of a disagreement I had just the other day. Okay, guys, the steaks are almost ready. I reckon they just need another 20 minutes on low heat to ensure they're cooked just right.
Tom, I love steak too, but if they're not done now, they are useless. Show some steel.
Luke, no! But this is... What? It was just a memory. This isn't the first time the Liberal Party has wanted things to be done faster. Earlier this year, they announced if they were elected, their NBN network would be built before Labor's. So it seems the Liberal Party's policy is to force through all the Labor Party policies, but faster.
And now an announcement by the Liberal Party of Australia.
It's asylum seeker clearance mayhem! Everything must go to Papua New Guinea in the next 24 hours! We've got Iranians, Syrians, Afghans, all the persecuted varieties, and they all must go! So how about it, Labor? Show some steel and get these unwanted arrivals back on the boat to PNG! Otherwise, no one can take you seriously on border security! Papua New Guinea might not be ready, but Papa Abbott is.
Canberra.
God, those ads are aggressive. Now, Nick Richardson is currently in Papua New Guinea with the Manus Island construction team. Nick, would the facilities be ready for an influx of asylum seekers by, well, tomorrow?
What? God, no.
Well, Tony Abbott wants people sent to Manus Island in the next 24 hours.
24 hours? That's going to cost him.
Oh, is it? A lot of money?
Yeah, and a lot of quality. Probably a few lives as well. But look, if he wants it done really irresponsibly, I can probably offer him the international condemnation package, which was a very popular choice in the early 2000s. It has a roof, as well as tall, thick walls, and a razor-wide fence the United Nations will say is barbaric.
Okay, and you can build all that in 24 hours?
No, the internationally condemned package takes a whole year. Come on, Tom, you know that. Admiral Rudd can't wait that long. They have an election to win. Maybe they'd like the travesty package.
Oh yeah, what's in the travesty package?
Well, it's what we got here on Manus Island right now. It's just a bunch of tents made of canvas. An employee here said if it was in Australia, it couldn't even serve as a dog kennel. The owners would be jailed.
Jesus.
Yeah, but that one takes 2 weeks and Abbott needs it in 24 hours, so he'll probably have to settle for the absolute disgrace package.
Oh, what's that?
It's a hole in the ground. You can fit 6 people in it. Malaria can and will get in from every direction, but it only takes me 24 hours to build.
Okay then, well, we'll check back in with you later. Good luck there, Nick. Well, next up tonight, in a bid to reduce credit card fraud, both Visa and MasterCard are spearheading a campaign to have 90% of credit card sales verified by PIN instead of signatures. Now, obviously, that's bad news for old people because, you know, technology, but it should make life easier for restaurant staff who'll no longer need to double up as fraud detection agents. Not to mention the end of asking for the bill like this and introducing this. So to find out how news of this proposal is being received, we'll cross now to consumer correspondent Clark Richards, who I believe is waiting in line at Blockbuster Video. Clark, you regularly purchase items with money. How is this decision going to affect your shopping experience?
You know, I'm glad I won't have to sign for my credit card anymore. I've had the same signature since I opened my Dolomites account. I have to carry a ruler around every day because of that one decision.
Okay, so you're happy about the transition from signatures to PIN?
Wait, what? PIN? It's going to be PIN number.
Well, actually, the N in PIN stands for number, so you don't need to say number.
Shut up, Tom. I'm having a flashback.
All right, all up, that's 1995. Okay. You should put your PIN, please.
PIN? But this is a new card. What the hell's the PIN? Is it 4576 or 4574? He's onto me. If I get it wrong, I'll look like a fraud. Is he still looking at me? I gotta get out of here. Just go. Get out. I gotta get out of here. Yeah. 4, 5, 7, 4,
Clark.
6.
Clark. Nah, we've lost him to another PIN-related flashback. Who else have we got? Mark? Okay. Mark Humphries, you still work part-time in a video store.
I guess the signatures match if I squint. Well, you look pretty trustworthy. Just promise me you'll return it, okay?
Mark, you're having trouble with signatures again, are you?
I can't handle the pressure of verifying credit card signatures every day. I'm a film buff, not Sherlock Holmes, a game of shadows. Hang on, Tom, I think this guy's snapped out of it. G'day, mate, how can I help you?
Oh, yeah, Chief.
Name?
Clive Richards. We work on the roast.
Oh, yeah. Right, now just with this and the late fees that you owe on Beverly Hills Chihuahua 3 Viva La Fiesta, it comes to $15. Now, is that pin or sign?
Oh, I've had some trouble in the past with PIN. Better make it sign.
Sign? He wants to sign? Oh God, I'm no good with sign. Is that even his signature? Oh God, is that a C or an E? I don't know. I have to get out of here. Just go, Mark. Get out. I've got to get out of here.
Beverly Hills Chihuahua 3, do you have to have seen the second one for it to make sense, or is it sort of a standalone? Nah, it doesn't matter. To our final story tonight, and with the birth of the royal baby yesterday, attention has now turned to the important issue of the royal baby presents. And up until 4 weeks ago, Australia's gift was all sorted and it was a cracker.
The Australian Prime Minister knitted the baby a kangaroo just before she was fired.
Instead, Kevin Rudd yesterday announced Australia's gift to the new prince would be a toy bilby. One of these guys. Did Kevin Rudd at least sew it? No, it's just a bilby. The poor man's Easter bunny, an almost kangaroo. So to sweeten the deal, he also threw in a copy of Mem Fox's 10 Little Fingers and 10 Little Toes, which is good, but it's no Grumpy Duck has a nothing. So there's some pretty crappy gifts. And the worst bit is, they're not just from Kevin Rudd, they're from all of Australia. Our name is on the card. Rachel Corbett's been covering this story. Rachel, how did this happen?
Oh, it seems that there was a little misunderstanding, Tom. You see, the press are here to accompany the royal present over to London, and when we all arrived at the airport, we realised that nobody had actually remembered to buy the royal present.
Wait, you're saying the gift wasn't planned?
It's a stuffed bilby, Tom. It was the only half-decent thing that Kevin Rudd could find in the Australian Way store. And believe me, it could have been so much worse. Originally, he chose a box of chocolate-covered ginger and a gone fishing sign until someone talked him out of it. So we've been racing around madly trying to find things that might pad the present out a bit before we get on the flight.
I've got 6 litres of Jim Beam and a Matthew Riley novel.
Great!
I got batteries and a little padlock for the baby's luggage.
Brilliant! OK, if we put that with the international adapter and the neck pillow and the slippers from Purely Merino, we're probably nearly there. Wait, can somebody see if they've got any baby sunglasses at Sunglasses Hut? That's going to help with the baby's bourbon-induced hangover. Oh, God. Tom, is it too late for me to take my name off the card?
Yeah, look, it seems like you've got your hands full, so I might leave you there, Rach. And it seems Kevin Rudd knew these presents were a bit lame because he also decided to donate $10,000 to Taronga Zoo for research into the endangered bilby on behalf of the baby prince. Now, our position on donation presents is more than clear. You have to admit the politics of giving presents is hard. If we look at which ones are the best, it goes homemade and thoughtful, expensive, something you need, nothing, and then charity donation. Ugh. And along with being a rubbish present for a child, it's also pretty self-serving because Australia's basically giving Australia $10,000 and then just pretending it's a gift by saying the bilby enclosure would be named after the as yet unnamed prince, which is a risky proposal because what happens if Will and Kate decide not to name him Andrew or James or George and instead name him Bilby Killer? Then Taronga Zoo will be stuck with the Prince Bilby Killer's endangered bilby enclosure. No one's going to come and see that. Well, except for Prince Bilby Killer, because he's also going to be given a free pass to Taronga Zoo, so he can enjoy gawking at an endangered species 24 hours a day. I think you might be able to relate to that. Now, before we go, I'm hearing that we've got Nick Richardson back on the line from Papua New Guinea. Nick, what have you got for us?
Oh, I did it, Tom. I dug the absolute disgrace package.
The hole.
It's not a hole, Tom. It's what you get when you combine an awful situation with an unnecessary deadline.
You get a hole.
You get a hole.
Okay, thanks, Nick. Good night.